Alright guys, we're back. I'm a little bit more somber shave today. Told you I was kind of stressed yesterday. So we'll talk about it. We're gonna be going with some Diplomatico Montuano right there. This is one of their three in their baseline. This one's kind of more complex, full body. So let's crack this. Smells good. I almost got the bottle cleared out. I've already been sipping on some. So we'll just refresh a little bit. Alright, put that to the side there. Cheers, guys. Alright. Gonna be using some Moon Soaps, old school tallow shave soap. 6 ounces again. I do think this is a great deal. I don't know where they hide it all. It doesn't look much bigger than a normal tub. Maybe ever so slightly taller. It's got the ingredients listed kind of on the outer rim. And I love the label. Moon Soaps is just killing it in my opinion. I have every scent now of Moon Soaps that I acquired in a relatively short time. Alright. I like this scent. I don't feel like it doesn't like embody like entirely old school to me. I think it has maybe like an old school nod, like I see old school. To me this is very classy, very gentlemanlike. It's deep, it's rich, it's warm. It's like the mahogany, a little bit sweet from the vanilla. There's vetiver. It says there's leather, but I don't find it to be. Maybe more like suede than leather. I don't find it to be like heavy leather. Oh, but it's beautiful. I love it. So that's what we're using today. Great stuff. Smells great. Got some loaded up into the Lancaster bowl. Going to be an opportunity to get yourself one of them coming up Saturday, the 18th. We're also going to be using the Timeless razor. I saw CDB use his Timeless today, so I figured I'd break out the Timeless bronze there. Beautiful razor. I got a Polsilver with who knows how many shaves on it. You could only imagine when you're only shaving like a third of your face, you don't need to replace blades that often. We're also going to be using the Lancaster brush that has been soaking in some distilled water. I'll just wring that out. And that's kind of what we look like there. Beautiful brush. Very classy as well. Right there. And I love the coin. I absolutely love the coin. So let's just take another drink. Fuck it. Carlitos, let me know if you've ever tried Diplomatico rum. Good stuff, in my opinion. So, my grandpa last year got cancer, and he got surgery. They removed, it was like in his intestines or something like that. They removed a section. There was about, I don't know, 3 inches that had cancer in it. That the doctors saw and knew about. And then he had surgery, and they took an additional couple inches on either side of that like affected area just to be safe. They took extra. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more distilled water. That was just a little splash, but we'll work it in. This might go long. The video might go long. Anyhow, so they took a little extra just to be cautious, you know what I mean, just in case there was a little bit more on the sides that was maybe too small to see or something. And he did chemo, and he never really got back to 100%. You know what I mean? Like, he was doing fine. He was definitely, you know, better than before, but he never really got back to 100%. He was always kind of, you know, a little bit more down and out than his old self. He was very outgoing, very strong, independent. When the local mall was open, he would always be at the mall, just walk in the mall. Very nice, you know, always very church going, you know. Very nice, spending time with his family, always spending time with his family. And anyhow, so he never really got better. And recently, you know, he'd kind of been taking a turn for the worst, and, you know, he was really getting sick. So we took him to the doctor again, and, you know, they discovered, oh, well, you know, there's a whole new batch of cancer, and we need to do some tests and whatnot. Sure enough, the motherfucking cancer came back with a vengeance. And this time, you know, it came to finish the job. So, man. So, yeah. So, it was in an area, I think it got up like in his diaphragm or some shit like that. It got up in an area where they can't operate, basically. Or, you know. They said at this point, you know, all we can do is give him stuff so that he's not, you know, suffering to the max. But it's only a matter of time at this point. And so we started bracing ourselves, getting our affairs in order. Or I should say, you know, my mom and my aunts and uncles and whatnot. We're just kind of waiting for the time. And he's had a hospital person, a nurse or whatever, there at the house. I don't know if it's called hospice or whatever it is. But, just kind of monitoring him, making sure, you know, he's as comfortable as he can be. And, they recently told us, like, hey, you know, you guys might wanna come down here and spend some time with him, say your goodbyes, because it's really looking like it could be any minute now. And so we all did, you know, everybody that could, you know, tried to make a visit, and tensions are high and everybody's stressed and sad and mad and confused. Really, you know, I'm sure everybody thinks this and says this, but it's like, you know, why would something like this happen to such a good guy? You know, why couldn't he just die peacefully in his sleep, of old age? Why would something like this happen to, you know, my family member, you know, my special someone? Kind of sucks, you know. But honestly, couldn't have been a better guy, no doubt about that. Deeply religious, kind to everyone, smart. He worked his way up as an electrician. Eventually got a job at Hanford, which is very good job around here. It's actually not around here, it's quite a drive, but it's at like kind of like a power plant, like a nuclear power plant type deal. And he worked his way up, and basically he was making really good money for a decent portion of his life. You would never know it though, because he bought all his cars used, you know, under a couple grand. The cheaper the better. He bought his clothes at the second-hand store, the thrift store, the charity stores. But if you ever needed anything, just the wallet would open, the bank account would open. Truly very selfless. Just an amazing example to grow up with. So he passed this morning, and you know, my family's in fucking shambles because, like most families, you know, the grandfather or the father figure, you know, it really holds shit together, you know. And definitely my grandpa was no different. Pretty much anybody and everybody could turn to him for anything. Let's get some more moisture on there. The Moon Soaps is performing great, no doubt. And I love the scent. Very classy. Nice ode to my grandpa. I didn't really think through like what I'm gonna use. This is kind of like a half-assed thought out. In all actuality, if I was gonna do like a tribute shave to my grandpa, it would probably be a budget shave. It'd probably be a budget shave because, like I said, secondhand store, just the basics, you know what I mean? Nothing fancy, nothing showboating. Just you know, just enough to get the job done, and, you know, not turning any heads. It's not what life was about for him. It was about family, you know. Let's get some more of this beautiful lather on the skin. Just beautiful. You can see that nice sheen. So, sorry if I'm bumming you guys out, and no obligation to stay and watch. I mean, my videos are already long as fuck. But I don't approach my channel as much of a review channel. I give impressions and whatnot, but I approach it more as a kind of like a vlog. It's really more about me and my impressions and my life, what's going on, my interactions with the community, really more than it is about product review, you know what I mean? I approach this to get closer with the community, not to, you know, really and truly like review things. So I thank everybody who watches my channel, because most likely you're here for me first and thoughts and opinions probably second, in all honesty. So I thank you guys for that. Like I always say, I don't say it enough. But just because I don't say it doesn't mean that I don't, feel it. I do appreciate you guys. I'm not here for subs and getting that, big number that I could, hang my hat on, that I got so many. I don't do it for that. I never ask anybody to subscribe or like or anything, because it doesn't matter to me. Oops. Well, maybe not oops. Against the grain. But yeah. I'm fine. Like, I'm pretty heartless, like, just cold, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really, when everybody's crying around me, I just kind of stand there. I think it's silly, but I understand it, you know what I mean? Very, just kind of unmoved. It is what it is, you know what I mean? I'd rather pay respect and keep his memory close than just totally lose sight of, my day-to-day life for a period of time. I don't really let, depression grip me or anything like that. Not that, I'm not saying that I'm strong for it or anybody else is weak because of it. It's just, I'm just simply like stating, my characteristic traits. It just is what it is, in my view. But definitely a very, very good man. We lost a good one today. Very respectable man. Honorable. So, we're just going to keep it pushing like we always do, though. Looks like we banged out at one hell of a nice shave. Very smooth and comfortable. Moon Soaps has been getting a lot of play in my den lately, as I've been, picking up all their offerings basically, and just kind of getting more familiar with their base, and I really like it. And I've been in contact with the soap maker, anyways. We've had a couple real good talks, so I really enjoy her, and I also enjoy the brushes that are getting turned lately. Marion picked one up. It was a really good looker. I love, natural wood brushes. It was a good one. A real looker. And I think I'll just wait until Moon Soaps kind of makes the right one that, hits me just right. And I'll try to pick up one of their all wood handles as well, because they are very good looking indeed. They actually, one thing about those all wood handles is I think they match perfectly for bore knots. You know what I mean? And that'll give me an excuse to get another bore knot in the den, which is long overdue. Anyhow, they don't have matching aftershave splashes. Not that it's a really big deal, because I have a pretty respectable splash collection to draw from. And there's almost nothing that I can't find something in the same vibe, you know what I mean? That at least can offer some complimentary notes. So today I'm going to follow out with First Line Shaves Fallout, which is a Yves Saint Laurent tuxedo dupe. And that smells fucking fantastic as well. Obviously they're different, but kind of in that same warm, classy vibe. Alright, I'll get the rest off cam. Or it can just stay in there for 6 months, whatever. Tabs out, bitch. Still gotta make myself laugh. God damn it, why isn't it picking that up? There you go. Tabs are out. I mean, there's way less razors with tabs covered than there are with tabs out. It's just such a non-issue. I know, if I was shaving around my nose and I was shaving around my ears, it might be an issue. But honestly, I don't hear a lot of guys bitching about it. I just don't. It's almost like the ones complaining about it are, you know, deep in hiding. Because I never really see like someone show their face and say that they don't like the tabs. Oh my god, this stuff smells great too. Definitely not the same fragrance. Definitely different and unique in its own right. I'm just gonna wash that over the beard because it smells great, and maybe the beard will hold on to it longer than the skin will. Get some on the forearms. That smells fucking fantastic. Obviously, totally different vibe than Moon Soaps, but still a killer label and an awesome kind of like cherry red bottle there. Alright, so we use Moon Soap's old school, fucking fantastic formula. Fantastic. David was not lying, or anybody else that said it before David. Moon Soaps is legit, guys. The Timeless Bronze. Break them out if you got them. Timeless, fantastic product. Really good quality. I love that. And the Polsilver's my favorite blades. Hands down. Alright. Use the Lancaster bowl. Plenty of usable suds left. Right there. And I already showed the fucking razor. Mine's all scrambled. Lancaster brush. This one is called Conquest. That's what I call it. The white horse, the first horse of the apocalypse. And then, of course, we'll finish where we started, like always, with the Diplomatico Montuano rum. So, cheers. Carlitos, let me know if you've tried this. If not, I think it's worth a shot. So, cheers, guys. Show some love to your elders and your family and your friends, you know, while you still got them. So, peace, guys.